Hello and welcome to Ogre. We're going to do an anime review for I'm Standing on a Million Lives. As with all of my reviews, I try to give the top categories or themes for the anime to kind of give you a taste of what it is and talk a little bit about each of those themes. Not every theme is represented because some of the themes just either aren't there or are a very minor part. So if you don't see a theme that you're looking for, it probably doesn't exist. So this is an Isekai, and the market is flooded with these right now. So you've got a storyline where you're going into another world, which is a fantasy world, and there's a lot of MMO, massive multiplayer aspects to this, questing, almost like you're in a game, but not really a game, and so forth. So if you're into the isekai genre, this is definitely one to be on your radar. If you're not looking for that world within another world aspect, this one is probably a pass. But if you do like isekai, then there is a possibility that you'll like this. Um, Drama. I'm actually putting drama over action in this one because to flesh out the characters, they seem to focus on a lot of flashbacks, a lot of story intro, trying to give them personalities, trying to make them more than just 2D characters. And it works a little bit. I wouldn't say they're entirely successful with this, mostly because the drama leans towards the dark side where the rest of the anime does not. So it kind of creates this almost duality of worlds where the MMO world and even some of the school life stuff is bright and almost cheerful, where the background is very dark. If they had chosen to carry the dark theme throughout, I think it would have made for a much stronger anime, but there's a little, you don't feel quite comfortable with the two different extremes. So I'm putting drama before action in this one. The fantasy is very strong. I mean, they spend a good deal of the anime talking about the mechanics and the whys and how this works, how that works, power-ups, leveling, how you die. There's all kinds of fantasy elements, both from the aspect of playing a game, but also from the aspect of fantasy creatures, trolls, and so forth, goblins. So this is definitely a fantasy anime, so a drama, fantasy, isekai. There is plenty of action, but not so much action. You don't quite have the battle of the week that some animes have. There does tend to be some plot building, some character building in between the action scenes, but they're there. The art style. The art style. Now, the studio that created this is a very young studio, Maho Film. They were made in 2018. They've only got 5 animes under their belt, and 2 of those are the 2 seasons of this. It's a very, very young studio. So the fact that I would classify the art style as standard is good, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that I don't know that they have the bells and whistles that some of the larger anime studios have. They seem a little dated, and that might be because they're a low budget studio, possibly. So the anime is standard. It's serviceable, it does the job, but it is not up to the level of some other modern, newly released anime. Final score and thoughts. I rate things on a top shelf, a watch once, or a I really couldn't get through this. Now, for me, this was a watch once if you're an Isekai fan. If you're not a big fan of these, then this is probably a skip. Maybe watch an episode or two to see if it's your thing, but it is not top shelf, I don't think, for any category. If you're an Isekai fan, it's probably a catch it because you're a fan of this genre, but I don't think it's going to end up in that top shelf category for you. All right, so has been a Ogre review for anime. I'm standing on 1,000,000 lives. I hope you enjoyed it.